I don't want to express myself. I have no explanation for exactly what it's about. I'd rather like hide at home than engage in more conversation. Part of it, I guess, maybe it's a fear that I might like you and whatever. I might have to get reattached, or I don't want. Well, I'm not capable of, or I'm too open to having my buttons pushed on any level. So we will quite often guard ourselves well, big barriers. So we'll keep ourselves sort of impersonal a lot, evade close friendships, whatever. We're pretty easy when we hang around our usual group of people that have similar problems, strokes or disabilities, especially mental ones, because it seems we all sort of understand where we all are, or where we've been, challenges we're going to face, or challenges we have faced, some idea of how you can be hot or cold in one moment and the reverse in the next. And thus respect boundaries and not take anything personal. I mean, it's possible, I haven't had this happen, but I might engage in a conversation with one of these people, or one of my associates or acquaintances or friends, and expect that if we had a full-out blowout of spewing venom at each other and hating each other's guts at that moment, that the next time we would meet, that it'd be all forgotten and forgiven, so to speak, because it's just how we are, or who we are now is not easily controlled, and we don't have a nature to just go out and hurt people. It just sometimes comes out and we just can't control it. So anyways, yeah, I was talking about being lonely. I've even played around with one of those dating sites. I spent a few dollars trying to hook up with some lady friends out there, and well, that didn't work out very well. Everybody wants to get married, or you got to fulfill some type of weird checklist, which I talked about in some of my blogs. That if you're, I don't know. I certainly don't benefit or qualify because I don't have a checklist I'm sure that I can pass. And you have all these little sidelines where you can connect up with that camera or camcord, or talk to each other with seeing each other. Yeah, I don't find that very comfortable. Even talking to you on this screen is somewhat uncomfortable because I don't have any time to compose my thoughts, arrange them in any way I can speak in a manner which will be somewhat interesting. I mean, it's easier to type somebody than it is to talk to them. You get that. Well, you can read an email, think about it, think how you want to respond to it, what things you want to address or talk about, go back to. So read the email. Oh, how old am I? What do you do for a living, and whatever. So it's like take one question at a time, write a few lines, and then reevaluate, rethink, and address the next question, and so on. It's just a very easy way. Well, new tool. Cut me off after an hour. I can't even believe that an hour went by. Wow, I thought this would be like a 10-minute ordeal, but here I go. Well, I was talking about meeting people online. Yeah, where I left off, where it's easier to type than to talk. Because you got to be able to focus your energy, or point your direction of speaking or topics you want to talk about. It didn't work out that well. It's my son there showed me what this whole venue's about, and it's definitely not worth exploring. It certainly has not fulfilled any of my needs. All I wanted to do was tag up with a couple people to set up almost some pen pal situation, where meet a lady friend in, I don't know, France or whatever, and talk about what it's like to live in Canada, BC, Vancouver area. Leo says my kid there says you can do that on a whole bunch of other chat sites or whatever. I'm not really good at this stuff, so I thought I was on the right thing for the right reasons, and it turns out I maybe picked the wrong thing entirely. But anyways, I actually learned a few things, and it was somewhat an interesting experience. So, engaging in conversations with people. Not comfortable. Not comfortable at all. I don't even know what I'd talk about. My brain somewhat just sort of gets into that parked mode. Actually worried about it. It's like, gonna go and visit these people, and what will I talk about? Don't read much right now, because it kind of makes me, I don't know, uneasy. Too hard to do. Gives me a headache. Eyes seem to have to keep refocusing. Easily distracted. So reading, for me, sucks. It's not a good thing for me to do. Studying a picture, on the other hand, very cool. I could spend a lot of time looking at someone's art, and if they allow me to, on this internet thing, focus in to any part of it, and it's crystal clear, and then focus out and focus in, and so it shows some dimension and how cool it is. Could definitely spend a lot of time doing that, but the reading thing is far from comfortable. A lot of the way I learn things nowadays is by visual recollection, having to tie in pictures or pictures of words that would bring in a memory. What your name is, terrible. Never make a good salesman nowadays. Hi, my name is Mac. What's yours? Dave. And then a minute later, can I ask your name again? Dave. And then 5 minutes later, still forget. It doesn't matter how many times the guy tells you. Chances are I won't remember his name. Neither anybody else's name in the room. I mean, I'll leave a room not knowing anybody's name. When I go to those group sessions I go to with people who've had these experiences, the last time I went, I brought that book I had because I could never remember anybody's name. And as we were all going around in the group saying, hey, my name is Mac, and this is my experience, I would jot down their name just so that if I felt compelled to revisit the idea of who's actually there, I can actually open a page up and read it, because I wouldn't remember it anyways. A lot of my memory issues are, I guess in some way, great. Imagine waking up after 3 or 4 or 5 years of hell and then forgetting it all. It's awesome. Forgetting what you don't like is a very cool thing. I mean, people would probably pay for that. They probably do. Let's go hire some psychologist to hypnotize me to forget about the last 3 years, and then actually successfully do it and be programmed to be happy and weirdly euphonic. I don't know. Here goes my brain trying to find a vocabulary word.